All right, welcome back to the Forgetful IT Guy. Today we're going to talk about some more OneNote um, goodies. Talking about copying text from a website, email, drag and drop, making some sub pages, and copy and paste some images. So let's get started. Hit subscribe if you want to, or if you're like me, you'll probably forget. Here we go. Okay, the first thing I want to discuss is doing some research on the topic. So recently, my boss asked me to do some research on RFID devices. So I can create a new section here labeled RFID devices, and I'll show you how to copy and paste text from a website, but then I want you to see a cool thing that it does as well. Okay, so if I wanted to go through here and I saw something that I particularly liked within this article, I can copy it, highlight it, Control C, and then come over here and hit Control V. Now, as you can see, um, it not only copies my text, but it also gives me this link here. Now, that link is useful because if I ever need to go back as a point of reference, if there were other information that I needed that my boss asked me questions later, I know exactly where I went in order to get that information. That is very helpful. All right. The next thing, let's see if we could take some, let's say I like some of these RFID devices. We just want examples of the way they look. I have my snipping tool down here. We can also go into here, click on snipping tool, and then I can grab a quick image of that, Control C, go back to my OneNote section and Control V. Now I can paste that in there and that'll give me the images that I would like and that'll help me in the future. You can also grab the images from the website whenever you copy and paste the text. If you wanted to grab the entire image, it'll include that as well. So if I highlight this information here, go back here, and as you can see, there's the images, there's the verbiage from the website, and again, my website where I did the research. So that'll help you go back and uh, add that as well. Now, so let's talk about uh, making subpages. So one of the things I talked about the other day was doing some training. So we had the 101 OneNote training where we created this little table here. Now, another cool thing about OneNote is that if you have multiple sections in a training class, so let's call it uh, chapter one. Now, under chapter one, there could be multiple things that we want to discuss or that is discussed with us within training. Now, as you can see here, you only have a limited number of spaces with title pages or with pages. So you need to be able to clean up this area. So I'll show you a good way to clean up this area. I can label these 1, 2, and 3, make it easy. I can come up here and add a page and I'll just call it page numbers just for uh, example's sake. And then up under the pages, I could keep these in order to keep these a little bit more organized. I can right click on it and say make subpage. Right click, make subpage. Right click, make subpage. Now, as you see here, whenever I hover over page numbers, it then easily shrinks down. Now that right there is extremely useful for keeping these items organized. It helps in training. It'll help in sales if I have widgets, clients. Now up under clients, I could put Bob Smith because I know that I've talked to Bob before, and I could take my notes randomly about Bob Smith, and I could add Jane Doe under here, and then I can make a subpage for Bob Smith and Jane Doe. And in sales, that is helpful because you know exactly your product. You have your clients based on that product and the information that you would need in order to contact them. But then, as you can see, click the little arrow and it goes right up under there. Now, another cool thing that I like about OneNote is the ability to drag and drop um, emails in here. So if I had a client, Bob Smith, and he sent me an email, I could easily, from Outlook, drag my email over. I click it, attach file, and now you can see that email will be pasted there as well. That'll allow me to organize any emails from Bob Smith. Um, Now, you don't want to organize all the emails from Bob Smith like this, but it at least allows you to, um, ones that are important, you could drag that stuff into a to-do list. So if we go back here to our um, to-do list, I can easily drag and drop this right here. And I know I have an email that I need to follow up on. Now, I know there's ways to do that with an Outlook, but just another way to, whenever you take a note here for a priority list, you can easily add some information to it to know that you need to follow up. So, all right, that was just a few more things I'd like to talk about. We'll continue to, I'll drop more nuggets of information on OneNote to keep you organized. Again, leave me some comments. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll talk later. Thanks for listening to the Forgetful IT Guy.